Um, Not since Ryan, why don't you starting pitcher for the Hurricane?
Throws up.
Lewis from Huntsville, Alabama, junior.
Day, so having no hard. Big hustled up.
Um, One, two outs. Number 3 batter up for Tuskegee. In the last center. Bright on deck.
Right field.
What? Test. That's a, I think. No.
Hey, we just
Seven.
first pitch. First baseman comes off. Hottest reaches.
Didn't have our normal. We normally have.
For the Hurricanes. Got to be a balk. I mean, my got to home plate. I don't understand. Through that. 23 watching right now. Gotta be. Fireworks. You're
Y'all are singing going.
stood. Test. Here's coming in Houston. There.
Jumping something jump true. That's not.
No. Wet. Brow.
Mm-hmm. Jiggling wires. I want to.
Good effort by George.
Test. Oh, are we on? You play.
Play.
I'm from Trabian. Richard's
University.
you know, just is that what it was?
Down here chirping.
And hitting a trash can.
Yeah, you gotta let him know.
Mm-hmm.
ended the inning. So if they or whatever, um,
but then sometimes
I mean,
it
you
doesn't.
could fix this.
But
Low end.
Right there. Yeah.
in your heart, see what you see.
One
There,
ball.
stay. There, if test.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, that's all. mind me. To the catcher's mitt. The devil.
Yes. A minute.
Ball down the third base line.
Yours is going through. No.
Low and away got
There it is. See how it pops right there?
The pitch
See?
swung on. Base hit. That's going to be a base hit. They'll never get him. Shortstop makes a great effort, dives. But the speedy George gets down the line.
That's about for your Hurricanes.
And we think we're back. Donna George.
What? It's back on now. It's on.
George at first. Mamadas at the plate. 2-0 Hurricanes. Bottom of the second inning.
1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs.
Hey, where you been, buddy?
I know. I'm sorry. You've been doing good. I know. I've been over here trying to help.
So I think we got sound, ladies and gentlemen, and we apologize. We're working diligently here. We've even got
Mr. Skelton.
Mr. Skelton on the scene. I'm not sure what his background is, but this guy is one heck of a IT person.
Yes. So
we think we're back on, so we apologize.
Mamatas at the plate.
Mamatas. Swung on, fouled away. 1-2. Mamadas looks down at his sign. Hurricanes jumped out ahead here with a Miguel Urbina 2-run home run here in the bottom of the second inning.
There goes George. George.
Oh, he missed the tag. I didn't even think he tagged him.
No, that's it. That's out. Oh.
So we think we're on, but we go to the top half of the third inning. The Hurricanes lead by a score of 2-0 on a 2-run shot by Miguel Urbina. You're listening and watching the Surge Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you back. We have sound. We want to welcome everybody to Hurricane Stadium tonight on an overcast night. Kind of mild, a little bit cool. If you're at home in the Americus area and you want to see a top-notch college baseball game, come on out because there's still plenty of good seats still available. High fly ball. Broughton for the Tigers. Flies out to George.
And Scott, I want to tell you, we found the corporate. We think it's the center field camera. So now you have the center field view. But I'm going to tell you, I hate to tell our listeners, you missed the call of the day by me.
Yes.
With Miguel Urbina home run, 2-run shot out to left field. We know you saw it. We hope you saw it. But that was Miguel Urbina with a 2-run shot. Speaking of Urbina.
Emery Willis hits to Urbina. The ball rolls all the way to the wall. Urbina gets up and fires, but not before Emery Willis gets into second, standing up. Emery Willis, a sophomore from Tucker, Georgia, playing left field tonight. Now up to bat, Dominic Johnson, the shortstop from Los Angeles, California. Thank you. Senior. I think he struck out first time. Is that right? I don't remember. I don't ask.
We were working on audio, so I don't remember. I mean, the first, other than the Urbina home run, the game's been a blur.
Let's give a brief summary of the game so far. The umpire is very erratic behind the plate. That's a
little jumpy. I saw him move a couple. He's wearing gear, so he can settle in. Trayvon's going to take care of him back there.
I hope so. Only change really in the defensive lineup for the Hurricanes. You got Trey Trabian and behind the plate. Devin Shea fields it, slips in the dirt, but still comes up firing. Angelino catches it for out number 2. Tuskegee runner at second advances to third, so their first run of the night is 90 feet away, but unfortunately they have 2 outs. So if it's going to happen, a lot of it's going to rely on the center fielder, Joshua Lewis.
Lewis batting .273 on the year.
Junior from Huntsville, Alabama.
1 RBI, 1 triple. As I mentioned earlier, I think the one like opponent that we've played, that the Hurricanes and Tuskegee's played, has been Berry University.
I think they had almost as much luck with them as we did. Devin Shea.
Oh, great play.
Ooh, Devin Shea and Ogilvy getting over there. A helmet went flying in the air, but Tuskegee's first run crossed the plate and scored, so the score is now 2-1. So Joshua Lewis gets an RBI single. He looks like his arm's hurting. Reckon he got hit by that flying helmet.
I don't know, possibly. I took my eyes down here looking at some stats here for a minute.
Okay.
So I missed that play.
Ronald McGee, the catcher from Atlanta, Georgia, came to Tuskegee by way of Lane College. McGee hits a shot line drive to center field. George takes it on the first hop, comes up firing to third base. Skelton takes it.
Got him in the rundown.
Got him. So that's out number 3. Single and got thrown out, trying to advance to second. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Bottom of the 3rd inning. We're up 2-1 on the Surge Sports Network. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are at the bottom of the third inning. Tyler Skelton leads off the inning. Skelton is the one that broke up the home run drought for the Hurricanes. Got him a home run up in Dahlonega this weekend. Foster followed right after that. I'll tell you what, we need our Hurricane baseball team to get on fire like our golf team. Right?
I tell you what, our golf program, and I know some of our listeners that are out there today probably heard the interview with Vincent Norman, and the golf team had one heck of a field they were playing in down in Kinderloo, down in Valdosta, and came out and won this tournament, I believe, by 8 strokes. Vinny won the individual, won the tournament itself as a ground ball hit the short. Skelton, get Skelton there running hard down the line. But anyway, Vincent Norman has won 6 out of 7 tournaments. And this field, let me tell you, Scott, this field they were playing in, I believe everybody that was in this field is ranked in the top 15 in the country.
Wow. Wow.
And we were the only team to score, shoot under par today. So congratulations to Coach Darcy Donaldson and the golf team on another job well done.
I would say the golf team is quietly having a phenomenal season, but I tell you what, you and I are letting them know how much we appreciate it.
Absolutely, and it's fun. Softball won their first game today. I'm not sure how they did the second game or how they're doing.
They're playing Shorter College. Micklig did a phenomenal job broadcasting that game. I got to listen to him a little bit while I was working today.
We're up in softball 2-1 in the bottom of the 6th. So Coach Nikki Levering looking for the sweep over there against Shorter University.
Jonathan Martin stands in there. Got 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. Fouls it away, 2-2. Jonathan Martin has been battling an injury all season long.
Burton, not a real hard thrower. And, I mean, his off-speed stuff looks, I mean, it's just not hard at all. So these guys have got to stay back and get the barrel of the bat through the zone.
Sometimes when you face a pitcher like that, after seeing some really good pitching all season, I've seen a lot of teams that are normally good hitting ball teams have a hard time.
Well, it's just a little different approach. I mean, not a lot of velocity, but I'll tell you what, he's been all around the plate.
Some other scores of interest: Lander over Belmont Academy in the bottom of the 6th, 4-3. Francis Marion losing to Chowan, 2-1. Flagler over Assumption in the bottom of the 6th, 7-0.
So Jamar goes down on strikes. That slow breaking ball.
Angelino hopefully will stand in there and have a little bit of patience and wait on that pitch.
Angelino batting .288, 13 RBI, 1 double.
Our first baseman from New Jersey. Still looking for his first home run, is that right?
Yeah, he is. I'd love to see him get one today. Wind kind of blowing out to center field. Woo.
We'll take that. Hard ground ball, left field, fielded cleanly. Takes the turn, but he'll just get 1 on that one. So we got a 2-out single.
And I'm going to tell you, that brings up Hunter Foster. Right? Did you see the home run he hit up in?
Yes, I did.
He crushed it.
He needed that. It's amazing, those things. One person hits one, usually another player gets contagious. Like I said, hitting is contagious. That breaking ball, man, we haven't been able to do much with it. Angelino gets his lead, 0-2. Angelino always a threat to steal.
He's going to want to race you next.
That was a ball this inning. It's been a strike other innings, Ron. Ooh. McGee kept that ball in front of him. Some good catcher play to keep that runner at first. So we got a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hunter Foster. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. We leave another runner at first. Scores 2-1 as we go to the top of the 4th in the Surge Sports Network.
Number 25, Albright.
Albright steps in there, leadoff batter for Tuskegee Tigers. Want to tell our basketball team how much we appreciate them tonight showing up at the baseball game, and they are definitely being heard down there.
They're chirping a little bit.
Line drive. Left center field, fielded by Urbina. Leadoff single. Albright came out swinging at the first pitch and reaches first after that single. Number 27, Caleb Cobb from Hockley, Texas, a sophomore, playing second base. Stands in there, right-handed batter.
Scott, the Hurricanes right in the middle of the pack in the Peach Belt. It goes Columbus State. We'll get back to that in here in just a second.
High fly ball off the Bozoff sign. Urbina fields it, fires it in, gets it back in, but we got a stand-up double. So we've got 2 leadoff hits, a single and a double, gets runners at second and third for the Tigers. That'll bring out Coach Ivy. He will have a little talk with the pitcher, so we'll take a break on the Surge Sports Network. Runners at second and third. Brief visit to the mound. Richard Smith, number 3 from Birmingham, Alabama. Freshman, 5'8", 170-pound right-hander. Stands in there to face Ogilvy. Ogilvy gets the sign from Trabian. High fly ball. Gunnar George on his horse. Backs about 10 steps. Catches it. Fires it in Tried to get him at third, but too late. We have got a tie ball game tied at 2. So a RBI sac fly to center field puts another run on the board for the Tigers.
And that's probably going to do it for Ogilvie. Well, I take that back. Coach McDonald is having a few words with the infield umpire.
Where do you think that's from?
I think he was – I didn't see it, but I don't know if the guy was in position to see if he made the tag. I think that's what Josh is telling him, that I don't even know if he was looking back to see if he left early. But we do have some action in the bullpen for the Hurricanes.
Ogilvie gives his own breaking ball.
Nick McCullum up working for the Hurricanes.
Designated hitter Ryan Martin swinging a miss on strike 1. Ryan Martin, a junior from A-Town, Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, my goodness.
No harm, no foul. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Go ahead run for Tuskegee, 90 feet away.
We hope Travian's mom, his family's listening in, watching the game.
Low ball 2.
All the way out in Wisconsin.
Weather here probably a little milder than what they're experiencing right now. Got the lights already on here. Like I said, fans in the area, come on out to the game. I've already had some of Miss Deborah's pound cake. Her pound cake fell this time. That made it all the better to me because I like it when it looks like it's been stepped on. That's pretty good to me. It's got her new pooch up there. Swing and a miss.
Strikeout be nice here.
I think that was a knuckle slurve he just threw. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ogilvie offers. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Way behind on
Ooh.
the pitch.
2 outs. I think Angelino and
Number 15.
Shabaugh thought that was out 3. Cyree Broughton from Stockbridge, Georgia. Freshman, playing right field tonight, but they have his position listed on the roster as a pitcher and infielder.
Batting .273 coming into today's game.
The utility player has no balls, 1 strike. Chance to get a RBI, is only 90 feet away, but he's going to have to do it with an 0-2 count.
He does have 4 BI.
4 RBIs.
4 BIs, 4 RBI on the year. I feel
that
like
was
I dozed off.
I thought that was a new.
Oh, yeah.
Swing and a miss. Out number 3. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the bottom of the 4th inning and see if we can add some runs to bust up this 2-2 tie on the Surge Sports Network. Want to welcome our 46 viewers back to the game. We had 50 go before we went to the broke for the inning. I guess Keldrick Burton's family must have dropped off. We have a new pitcher in. You want to tell us about the new pitcher there, Ryan?
Yeah, it's Savante Williams. He comes in with a 6.4 ERA. He's got a 3-1. He has 3 wins, 1 loss on the season. Thrown 25 innings, walked 8, struck out 30. He has a little bit of unorthodox delivery too. I say unorthodox, a little bit 3/4 sidearm.
Good movement on that last pitch that Urbina took for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Urbina, our leadoff batter of the inning. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Savante Williams hails from close to the Atlanta airport in Riverdale, Georgia. High fly ball. Second baseman calls for it, takes it for out number 1.
Batted out for your Hurricanes. Number 6, Lucas Travian.
Lucas Travian, our catcher tonight.
Like to see Travian get going here.
Me too.
I know he's struggled a little bit this season, but got to get some reps in too to get in a rhythm.
Started a season as our designated hitter. If you watch on this monitor, Williams' pitches have a lot of good movement. I want you to look. I don't want to touch it, but you just watch when he throws it. It's hard to tell from up here, but
yeah, that ball's kind of diving down in the zone.
Mm-hmm. So when you've got a guy that was throwing a 70-mile-per-hour breaking ball, and then you've got to face this, it's tough for our batters. All knotted up at 2. Bottom of the 4th inning. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Trey Trabian hits a ground ball.
Great.
If you're scoring that at home, 5-6-3. A third baseman dove for it, and it ricocheted off him. Shortstop just so happened to be in the right spot, fielded it cleanly, threw it to first, pulled the first baseman off the bag, but the first baseman stretched his foot out, got it, and that's just, man, that's tough luck.
That's tough luck. I know Travian struggled a little bit, but, he hit that one hard, and I hope that's what he takes away from it. That was we talk about it, that was a loud out. He hit the ball hard, so just unlucky.
9 out of 10 times that gets under the third baseman. 9 out of 10 times if the third baseman boots it, it doesn't go right to the shortstop. 9 out of 10 times the shortstop doesn't,
make that play.
Yeah, doesn't make that play. And the first baseman, it's just, there's just, oof, that was tough. Two balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Devin Shea, our second baseman. Devin Shea from Lowndes County. Ball 4. So Shea gets a 5-pitch walk. And he stands at first with 2 outs. Gunnar George will switch up and bat left-handed.
That about 3 Hurricanes. Number 3, Gunnar George.
George has had a pretty good season so far, defensively and offensively.
He's tracked some balls down out there in the outfield, that's for sure. George comes into the game batting .250.
Is he batting in the 8 spot or 9 spot today? Do you know?
9.
Okay. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at first, Devin Shea. Thanks to a walk.
Scott, after a weekend of conference play, Columbus leading the league. UNC Pembroke trails Columbus State there in second. Georgia College, Lander, North Georgia, Francis Marion, and GSW. Young Harris fell behind GSW. Flagler, USC Aiken, Augusta, and Claflin who we will be playing this weekend.
We had a heartbreaker this weekend. Lost one in the ninth inning, didn't we? Two balls, two strikes, bunt foul. And we didn't.
I don't think so. We lost 11-1 and 5-2.
We lost in the ninth, the last one you and I did.
Yeah, it's a little
That's
days
it.
off.
Well, you know, my mind's slipping, you know.
And I know you and I, we try to keep up with these guys when they're
I
on the
know.
road.
Yes.
I certainly pull for them. And
Thank you for correcting me, Ryan. It was the last series you and I did together. We lost one tonight. Well,
I listen in for what they're going to call my modest.
I do too. They have trouble with who else? They have some trouble with somebody else.
Harold.
Harold, yeah. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ball 4. Tuskegee dugout is none too happy about that call. We've been getting them too, I tell you. I hear you, Tuskegee. We right there with you. There's been a couple of calls that when the sound wasn't on, Brian and I barked a little bit too. So I can empathize with the Tuskegee dugout on that one. But hey, we got runners at first and second thanks to 2 walks. Matthew Mamadas, our shortstop, stands in there. Gunnar George takes a healthy lead at second.
Gunner's at first.
Oh, see, man.
That's okay. It's okay. It's a warm-up game for us for this weekend.
I guess. We got 47, only 47 folks hearing me mess up. Devin Shea taking a healthy lead at second.
Good speed on the base pass.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs.
Base hit here with 2 outs. Should get a run in.
Savante Williams getting no breaks from the umpire. Answer that for me, please. If my wife, tell her I'm not here. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
You know, I don't know if we've told our viewers about Josh McDonald's news. He and his family and expecting.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I did not know that either.
Well, there you go. I hope. Well, I don't want to say anything because I don't know if they've told everybody what it is. But he did tell me today, but I'm not going to say it on the air because I didn't ask if he's told his parents yet. But I'm sure he has, but I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag.
Did you find out when y'all's kids, did y'all find out what they were before they were born?
Of course, I'm a little frugal, so I like to go ahead and prepare.
Well, we didn't find out with any of ours, so it was a surprise. I was as surprised as anybody. My daughter, being my middle child, I got boys on my oldest and youngest, but my daughter, when she came out and, you know, I knew it was a little girl and I counted 10 fingers and 10 toes.
That's
and everything
right.
looked healthy. The first involuntary thought, ball 4, the first involuntary thought that went through my head was, oh my God, I got to pay for a wedding.
Well, I hope you do. I got to pay for 2 of them, I hope. So that looks good out there with the bases loaded. Let's see if Skelton can
Number 1, Tyler Skelton.
get some of these runs in
You know, what you and I both know about Tyler Skelton, this is a position he wants to be in.
all the time. He's very competitive. Look, Tyler believes in himself wholeheartedly. This guy, he's a gritty player. A lot of these guys, too, early this season, we've struggled. I mean, it's no secret. We've left a lot of men on base, but you got to turn it around sometime. Why not right now?
Bases loaded, 2 outs, no balls, 2 strikes. Low and away. 1 and 2. Oh, got him to chase one there. So that's strike 3. out 3. And we leave 3 runners on base, and we're all tied up still at 2. We go into the top of the 5th inning on the Surge Sports Network.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Tuskegee, number 16, Willis.
Number 16, Emery Willis from Tucker, Georgia, stands in there. Got a new pitcher, ladies and gentlemen, number 12, Nick McCullum, a freshman from Richmond Hill, Georgia, Richmond Hill High School, down near Savannah. Strike 1.
I believe McCullum's got a couple of starts under his belt for the Hurricanes.
Update a score. High fly ball, right field. Foster.
Can't make the play. I don't know what happened. I wish we could see, but.
Flagler over Assumption, 8-1. Lander having a hard time with Belmont Abbey in the top of the 7th inning. Belmont Abbey over 7-4 over Lander. We don't have any score on USC Aiken and Queens. Chowan and Francis Marion, like us, are knotted up at 2. They are also in the top of the 5th inning. Strike 3. And Lewis walks to the dugout with a strikeout for out number 1. Next up to bat, number 13, Dominic Johnson. I think he's their leadoff batter from Los Angeles. I think that's just the other side of Meridian, Mississippi.
That about for Tuskegee, number 13, Johnson.
Wind blowing from right to left. Like to have this extra hour of daylight right now. Lights already on. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. Tied at 2. McCullum fields it cleanly, lobs it to Angelino. That was a good play by McCullum. That ball was hit right back at him. He snagged it.
Good reflexes. Maybe, I hope Tucker Smith was paying attention right there.
I'll let you ask him after the game.
Maybe he'll listen in and he'll call me. Lady Hurricanes take care of Shorter University today, both games.
Swept the doubleheader.
So congratulations to Nikki Levern. That takes our Hurricanes to 17-5 on the year.
One night when I'm not here, I'm going to recommend, Ryan, that you get Nikki Leverin to sit in this seat over here if she's available. She does a good job.
Oh, I know. I saw her yesterday, and she asked, did I listen in the other night? Because I hadn't spoken with her since I got back, really.
Mm-hmm. She was a lot of fun. Swing and a miss, number 11, Joshua Lewis, center fielder from Huntsville, Alabama. Stands back in there with a 1-2 count. Left-handed batter.
And Scott Mickleig's telling me that's Nikki Leverin's 10th win in a row.
Oh, my goodness.
So they're on a pretty good winning streak.
They are.
I don't believe that they hadn't started playing conference yet. I think that's coming up with Georgia College on the 13th. That'll be this weekend.
Looking forward when they play Columbus State. I have a fraternity brother whose daughter plays for Columbus State. I think he's going to try to come down, so I hope I can make that game. High fly ball, left field.
Ooh, tough play.
Yes, sir, but Mamadas calls everybody off and takes it for out number 3, so 3 up. No, we didn't have 3 up, 2 down, or did we? It doesn't matter. I don't know.
We got out of it.
We got out of it. That's right. We're knotted up at 2, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to the bottom half of the inning and see if we can add some runs to the scoreboard on the Surge Sports Network.
They say college is the best time of your life. But what about what comes next? At Georgia Southwestern State University, you're not just here for the clubs, or the campus, or the dining hall. You're here for small class sizes, affordable programs, and real-world experience. When you come to GSW, you're not just here for college. You're here for your tomorrow. Georgia Southwestern State University. Take tomorrow by storm. Start your journey at gsw.edu.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are back. Bottom of the 5th inning. Pride of Irwin County High School, Jonathan Martin stands in there. I want to thank our 45 viewers who are hung in with us off after some audio difficulties and still stayed with us even after we started talking and on the air. Strike 1. Martin offers up the bunt, pulls it back, but called strike anyway. Savante Williams still in there. Doing well, pinched out of a bind last inning. Jamar takes that ball inside. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Jamar, our leadoff batter.
Scott, I'm sorry. I was visiting with our president, Dr. Neil Weaver.
Donald Trump.
Neil and I were talking about the success of the golf program. He's very excited about that and the way these guys performed this weekend, or this week, rather. Of course, he stays enthusiastic about our sports. He's a big supporter of athletics, very competitive gentleman.
Bit of an athlete himself.
Yep. Who?
Jamar takes ball 4, Savante Williams in the Tuskegee dugout.
And I tell you what, I don't know how the umpire reacts. I mean, you know, he called ball 4, and of course, Tuskegee thought that was strike 3. He was already throwing the ball down to third base.
Yeah.
So I doubt the umpire is going to appreciate that very much.
Well,
but I tell you, in fairness to Tuskegee, I mean, this guy's been a little bit inconsistent.
Erratic, to say the least. Foul ball back here towards the tennis courts. Nobody on the tennis courts now. I guess the high school match is over with. Foul ball to Angelino for strike 1.
Angelino with a clean, hard base hit his last at bat.
Ooh. Almost went over at our bullpen.
Coach McDonald's got ice in his veins now. He didn't even move.
That's it. No balls, 2 strikes. Angelino. Jamar at first. Another hit, the same exact area as his last hit. So Angelino has found a spot he likes to hit the ball, and we'll just let him keep sending it right up through the gap.
He's picking on that spot right in between short and third. So
Number 15, Hunter Foster.
Angelino, I believe, is 2 for 2 on the day, right?
So with Jamar at second, Angelino not really a threat to steal here.
I ain't doubt he's going to run him up either. Jamar with good speed.
I tell you, the catcher's done a pretty good job back there.
He moves around well back there.
Well, he had the breaking balls. A lot of those were in the dirt with the first pitcher. That was we had a hard time with him with those slow breaking balls, and now with Williams, you can see it on the center field camera. His pitches have got a lot of good movement. Combine that with his delivery, and it's been tough on our batters. For it to be a midweek game, Tuskegee coming in with a pretty effective pitching plan. Two balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Runners at first and second. Knotted up at 2. Both teams have 5 hits. Tuskegee does have that 1 error. Foster swinging a miss. 2 balls.
Kind of pulling away there.
Mm-hmm.
Stay on that ball and drive it the other way.
That's what our batters have really offered at the pitches outside. That's where they've I think that pitch, Williams' pitch is having so much movement on them. They let's see what that one. 6, 4, 3, double play. That one, the catcher McGee set up outside, and that pitch hung over the plate. So I was hoping that it was.
Foster had an opportunity to drive the ball, hit hard to short. Foster's got pretty good wheels too, so it's got to be a hard hit ball. You know, he's hard to double up.
No. So we got a runner at third. I go ahead and run 90 feet away. Urbina stands in there. No balls, no strikes.
Let's see if he could hit another Royale with cheese.
That's it.
Yeah, it's the call of the day, and everybody missed the Royale with cheese.
Well, actually, Mick League took your trademark call sign whenever one of the ladies hit a home run today.
Uh-oh.
Urbina gets under it. The center fielder, though, looks like he's got a bead and calls for it. 4 out, number 3. So we leave one more batter. In the bottom of the 5th inning. We're going to the top of the 6th. We're all knotted up 2-2 on the Surge Sports Network. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Top of the 6th inning.
Somebody gave you a thumbs down, Scott.
It's all right, well deserved. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, that doesn't
If
surprise
they
me.
only knew how, maybe it was nothing. Hopefully, it was something we said. I hope it wasn't. They were disappointed about the center field cam and the audio, because if they knew how hard Keith Micklig worked to try to put this together, they would feel bad.
I'm like the bad guys in wrestling. I want thumbs down.
Well, you maybe about to get them.
No balls, 2 strikes. The catcher, Ronald McGee, who's been working. Oh, well, thank you. Looks like somebody decided to give us a little love. Strike 3. So Mr. McGee will take that backwards K and put it in his back pocket and
Not bad for
walk back to the dugout.
Number 25, Albright.
Number 25, Albright, stands in there after seeing his teammate watch strike 3. McCollum delivers ball 1. A few more fans showing up. Travian's lost that ball, but that's all right. We got another one. Nobody on base. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Top of the 6th inning. Game moving quickly along. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Caleb Cobb, sophomore second baseman, on deck.
Ooh. Good pitch.
Albright did not like that one.
Good breaking pitch. I tell you, I always feel it's a lot more. You can see a heck of a lot more watching our little screen there.
Mm-hmm. It's tough in the angle of trying to watch the game. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Albright stays in there. McCollum waits. Timeout, he steps out. Ready to go. Swing and a miss. So the first 2 batters have gone down on strikeouts.
Not bad for Tuskegee. Number 27, Cobb.
Caleb Cobb from Hockley, Texas, sophomore, playing second base tonight. Looking for the 6th hit for Tuskegee. McCollum delivers. Low ball 1. Ryan trying to get us a guest during the inning break, but we decided we'll wait till maybe Saturday to.
Well, and he's a great guy. Will Walker, he's running this construction site over here for this new hitting facility we got going up. Doing a great job over there.
It would be awful tempting to me if somebody ground ball back to the pitcher. McCollum fills it to Angelino for out number 3. So we'll go to the bottom of the 6th, and I'll share my temptation with you on the bottom half of the inning as we try to put some runs on the board on the Surge Sports Network. We got a new pitcher, ladies and gentlemen. Darian Brown, right-handed pitcher, senior from Decatur, Georgia, Towers High School.
He comes in with a 12 ERA.
Trivia.
He's pitched 3 innings, walked 1, and struck out 4.
Kind of got a herky-jerky delivery, but was firing some darts between innings. And that was called strike 1.
I wouldn't pay it. Was it? Where was it?
Well, I don't know, but I'm telling you.
Man, that was nasty right there. Good
sure
breaking ball.
Also a little drama between innings, too, between the Tuskegee dugout and home plate umpire. But we'll just leave it at that. I was going to tell you my temptation. If you called me, like if somebody called me to be real, like an interview cold between a game, like you did Will or whatever, I'd say before we get started, Ryan, I want to talk to you about all the possibilities with a little company called Amway.
I remember Amway.
High fly ball, left field. Both the outfielders on their horses, but it's going to drop, and they're kind of get tied up out there. Trabian gets a stand-up double. The ball landed right in front of the Army Go Canes sign out there. I thought those outfielders were going to run into each other there for a minute.
Good job by Trabian. Hey, listen, he hit the hard ground ball, a little unfortunate his last at bat, but good job by Trey getting in there and taking a good hack at that.
He gave it a ride.
Nice stand-up double. Way to get the Hurricanes going here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
High fly ball, left field.
Get out of here.
Foul ball.
Nice effort out there by the left fielder. I thought that was going to hit the Zaxby's foul pole.
Emory Willis, left fielder, was out there, but it landed foul. Devin Shea gave that one a ride.
Gave it a ride. I tell you what, some of these guys, I mean, you know, we hitting the ball. We got 6 hits on the board. Hitting the ball pretty well today. But I tell you, Tuskegee's come out swinging too now.
Yes, sir. Darian Brown, as I said, is a senior from Decatur, Georgia. Right-handed pitcher, 5'11", 178. Got a good breaking ball. We've already seen that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. McGee gives a signal. Brown looks back at Trabian. Pitch is high. Trabian got any stolen bases this year?
I'm going to say no. I'm not even going to look. He's got a double.
You're going to be embarrassed if he does.
I'll tell you what, I'll check that.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
He's 0 in the stolen base department, but he hadn't been thrown out either.
That's right.
No attempts.
Well, he may be about to try one. Ball 4. So we got runners at first and second, nobody out. Ryan, we've been in this position before.
Yeah, we have a few times. It'd be interesting to see what Coach McDonald's going to put on here. If he's going to ask Gunnar George to lay down a bunt to move these runners up, as the pitching coach will come out and have a talk with his pitcher. We'll take a short break. You're listening to the Surge Sports Network.
George.
Gunner George gets in there. They had a meeting at the mounds and decide how they're going to play it in case there's a bunt. George has got some speed. He squares up. He's not going to disguise it. Good bunt.
They're going to let it go.
They let it roll.
And it rolls foul.
Did it? Okay. Well, he picked it up right when it was foul. I'm going to tell you, that was a good one.
Pretty good bunt. So
it was a good bunt.
He's going to get another opportunity to do that.
Yep. Low inside.
Trabian, look at there.
Trabian's got a stolen base.
How about that?
How about that?
We talked him right into that.
That's
didn't we,
it.
Scott?
1 for 1. Trabian in the stolen base category.
And Coach McDonald is getting on Shea a little bit. Shea's got to follow that runner. He's got to, and nobody was on second base. Should have had that base swiped very easy. So a little misfortune there for the Hurricanes. Call it a base running error.
One ball, 2 strikes. Brown chases Shea back. We got runners on the corners. Gunner George. Brown gets ready to deliver. Gunner George steps back. Had one of our staff members up here, Ryan, do a little research on the pitcher, and there's an excellent story on him that I'm going to try to read it between innings, to be honest with you. But he has, and I can't even say it what it is, but it's some sort of muscle disorder, but it has not slowed him down. He is a college pitcher. I'm going to have a little talk with my son tonight about this. Hit into a 4-6 fielder's choice, but the run still scores. And so we are up 3-2.
Shay's going to hear about that. I mean,
he's hearing about it right now.
That's right. Josh is doing a little coaching right there, talking to him about the play where Travion swiped third, and, you know, Shay should have been following right behind. But
yeah, that's a
lesson learned.
That's it. I mean, it happens at middle school, it happens at high school, it happens in college. You know, it
happens at the pro level.
It happens at the pro level. I mean, it's just baseball has got so many moving parts. But I would encourage any of our fans that are watching tonight to Google the Darian Brown's name and read the stories that are on him on the internet and this what he has overcome to be a college pitcher. And that's, you know, we noticed it, you know, between innings, but didn't really, you know, think it was just an odd delivery, just like we said with the Savante Williams.
Well, that epitomizes competitiveness.
Oh my goodness,
and not
man.
giving up. I hadn't read. I don't know what all's happened, but that would be interesting to read up on him.
I mean, you look for stories like this to share, especially with your kids who, like my son's a middle school baseball player, and your daughter's playing softball. You want to give them.
Oh.
Yeah. 6.
So mishandled out there at second base is going to allow both runners. It's going to allow George to move up safely at second, and Mamadas on base with an error.
Well, that's a tough error right there for the second baseman. But in all fairness, Gunner George has got speed.
He's got a lot of speed. And I tell you, that puts pressure on defense. I mean, Gunner can run, and, of course, shortstop sees him smoking it down there and looked like a little low throw.
High fly ball, center field. Fielded cleanly by the right fielder, Broughton, for out number 2. So runners remain at first and second.
Time for J-Mar to get it cranked up, get it going. So hopefully Jonathan Martin
Number 20, Jonathan Martin.
won't leave these runners stranded. Gunnar George at second base, Matthew Mamatis at first. The Hurricanes' number 3 hitter, Jonathan Martin, the DH, steps in the box.
Share a little bit of a story more about the pitcher for Tuskegee, Brown. He couldn't walk until he was 3 years old.
Wow, that's amazing.
And his mother found him a school that would help, and he had a walker, and then he wanted to walk on his own. So one day he decided he no longer needed the clutch and stood up on his own 2 feet and walked.
And now he's out here having fun playing a game obviously he loves and at the college level.
NCAA baseball. I mean, what a great story. I mean, I didn't know about Darian Brown until he's going to take it himself, shortstop for out number 3. So we're going to take a break. But hey, we scored a run. We got ahead that inning, so we are up 3-2, and we're going to go to the top of the 7th, ladies and gentlemen, on the Surge Sports Network. In the top of the 7th inning. Number 3, Richard Smith, freshman from Birmingham, Alabama, stands in there.
And I tell you, Scott, the Hurricanes have left 9 runners on base this game.
Gut-wrenching. Nick McCullum delivers. Strike 1. Like I said before the last inning, as we were getting ready to go off the air for the mid-inning break, or between the bottom of the 6th and top of the 7th. Ground ball, foul. I didn't know about Darian Brown before the game, but my son's going to know about him. And my son, an aspiring baseball player. You read the story, and I'll paraphrase, and I haven't been able to, but I try to read some between innings. You know, he started off when he wanted to play football, and he decided, well, maybe that, he saw somebody get hurt and decided he didn't want to do that. So they put him on a baseball team, and they took him. He played right field. Well, as the kids got older and getting more difficult to cover all that, swinging strike 3 on breaking ball. So out number 1, and number 14, Walter Jordan comes in from Lithonia, Georgia. Pinch hit. But when he was playing right field and as the kids got older, it got more difficult for him to cover that ground. So he switched to pitcher, and
smart guy.
Here he is today.
That's right.
Amazing story. strike one. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 7th inning. Hurricanes up 3-2.
Good pitch.
You know, I've often used Tuskegee as an example for the state of Georgia. You know, the state of Georgia only has 1 veterinary school. And Alabama,
At the University of Georgia?
At the University of Georgia. And Alabama has 2 veterinary schools. There's one at Auburn and there's one at Tuskegee.
Huh.
And, you know, I've often said, you know, Fort Valley being centrally located in the state, being an agricultural school, would be the most obvious choice for a veterinary school. And strike 3, looking. Number 14, Mr. Jordan didn't like that call, so he's walking back to the dugout. Let the umpire hear about it. Number 15, Broughton from Stockbridge. But I have told state representatives, I have talked, because it would help out our entire region, middle and southwest Georgia, to have another veterinary, or in the whole state to have another veterinary school. And
who knows? Maybe Neil Weaver's got that up his sleeve.
Well, maybe so. But I tell you, I mean, it's crazy that
it's a hard school to get in.
It is.
Of course, I mean,
yeah.
we're not having but 1 in Georgia. You know, speaking of, you know, that's.
And they let a lot of kids from out of state. My cousin's daughter graduated last year at the University of Georgia Veterinary School. And I remember her telling me there were several from out of state still there. So it's tough on kids in Georgia who want to be veterinarians.
My wife's college roommate went through vet school at Georgia.
2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Broughton. I used to, there's a game warden up in Taylor County whose father, ground ball, McCullum, he'll end this inning too. All right, out number 3. And ladies and gentlemen, that's 7th inning stretch. Get up and stretch, and we're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. Hopefully we can add some more runs to our lead on the Surge Sports Network.
At Zaxby's, there's nothing better than hand-breaded chicken, unless it's hand-breaded chicken with sauce. From sweet to savory, mild to wild, even that world-famous Zax sauce. Whatever you're craving, we've got the sauce at Zaxby's.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can close the book on Darian Brown. We got a new pitcher in. Hunter Hudson, Montgomery, Alabama, came to Tuskegee by way of Texas College, 5'11", 180-pound junior. I want to share one quote that Darian Brown I found in the article.
Really?
Foul ball. Angelino smacked that one. But Darian Jr. said about his father. He said, my dad is my hero. He taught me everything I know. He taught me how to play baseball and that I could do anything that I set my mind to do. He will not let me get down on myself. So I wish my sons could say the same for me.
And, of course, we wish him the best of luck.
Yeah.
As Hudson comes in, he has thrown 16 innings, got a 7.88 ERA, 1-2 in the wins and loss column. He was walked 8 and struck out 12.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Angelino, let's see if he can get another worm burner out to left field. Hey, buddy, Darren. I just read the story, man. I'm going to share about the story with my son with you tonight. Good luck to you. Thank you. Darren Brown just visited us up here in the booth. How about that?
He heard us talking about it.
You think he'll let us interview him after the game?
I doubt it.
No, probably not.
They're probably ready to get back.
I'm sure it's a long ride to Tuskegee.
It's going to be a
They gain an hour on the way back. Yes, it is. Angelino Diggs.
Good, strong throw by the third baseman over there. I mean, that was a tough play. A play to his right, deep down the line down there, and a good, strong throw.
I thought Angelino was going to beat that one out.
Well, he had a shot.
He did. That third baseman made a heck of a play.
Good play.
Richard Smith at the third base pad. Hunter Foster takes ball one. Hunter Foster from Hazelhurst, Georgia, Jeff Davis High School. Oh, my goodness. Ball two. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out.
Little chirping coming out of the Tuskegee dugout.
I knew after that pitch. I knew that was coming.
That looked low.
And he called that a strike. You muted that, didn't you? 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Hunter Foster. Line drive. Left fielder takes 3 steps back and 2 to the left for out number 2. Miguel Urbina approaches the plate.
At about 3 Hurricanes. Number 2, Miguel Urbina.
Urbina responsible for those 2 runs back in the bottom of the second with a 2-run shot to left.
Ryan, how's your daughter's softball team doing?
They hadn't started playing yet.
They have not. Okay. How about soccer?
It's a challenge. It's a challenge day by day, but they're having a lot of fun.
Urbina takes strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Nobody on base. We're in the bottom of the 7th and up 3-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Urbina offers. Got a lot of them were chasing outside. Urbina.
He could be going for number 2 here. That ball just didn't carry.
Did that center fielder catch that ball?
I believe he did.
He sure did.
What a play by the center fielder.
Joshua Lewis from Huntsville, Alabama. Well, I just knew that was going to at least a double, but Lewis made a great play on it. And we're going to the top of the 8th inning. We're still up 3-2, still kind of tight, Brian, on the Surge Sports Network. Huh? He just did. He just pitched. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was showing one of our fans the story on Darren Brown. I'm sorry. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. What? Top of the 8th inning, 3-2, midweek game. against Tuskegee. Emory Willis from Tucker, Georgia, offers and misses at the first pitch. So we got an 0-1 count.
McCullum's come in and he's done a very good job.
He's played some good defense too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm gonna seek Tucker Smith out after this game and ask him, was he taking notes on how to field a comebacker?
Maybe you introduce him to him. So why don't you work with him a little bit?
I think I may.
No balls, 2 strikes, no outs.
Of course, if you don't know what we're talking about and you're listening, Tucker has a tendency to want to field those comebackers with his bare hand.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. That left field camera did Mickley go out there and mess with it? Okay, because it was jumping around a little bit. I was saying somebody's about to steal our left field camera.
That'd be the center field camera.
Center field, I'm sorry.
I don't know where you at,
Golly.
What are you looking at?
I don't know. Thank goodness they don't drug test us for this job.
We love you anyway, Scott.
I appreciate it. I'm tired. My schedule's messed up because I've been getting up and going to the gym in the morning.
At the Magnolia Manor?
Yes.
I know
we
you
got a
signed
nice
up.
swimming pool and Nautilus and equipment out there. I'm there around 6:30 in the morning.
And look, you're looking sharp.
Well, that goes without saying. I'm looking sharper. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. One ball, 2 strikes. McCullum has really
He's done a great job.
come in. Ryan, I think, let's see, how many pitchers does Tuskegee had? I think we said 4 or 5 this game.
Yeah.
5.
And that's kind of normal sometimes. Midweek game, they going to send everybody out there to get a little work.
Right. I think they've called you, want you to warm up in the bullpen.
Yeah.
A little bit. Put a uniform on you and send you out there. Strike 3 called for out number 2.
Right about Tuskegee, number 11, Lewis.
Joshua Lewis, center fielder, who made that phenomenal play to end the last inning, stands in there. Hope his bat is not as hot as his glove. McCullum delivers. Called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Ooh, that hit him in the batter's box, so foul ball. He'll walk it off.
Looking forward to this weekend. Let me check the weather, see what the Weather Channel's got us looking like this weekend.
Who we playing?
We are playing Claflin University. That's a conference game.
They're new to our conference, correct?
They are.
Strike 3. So that'll be a backwards K in the scorebook. And that'll do us for the top of the 8th inning. We're going to the bottom of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen. We need to put some runs on the board and get some more spread in this lead on the Surge Sports Network. Hunter Hudson stays in there to pitch for Tuskegee. He will face the leadoff batter for the Hurricanes, who's Trey Trabian, our catcher for the evening. Trabian almost hit a home run last time at bat, hit the bottom of the fence, got a stand-up double and a stolen base.
Shut your mouth.
That's what I'm saying. He sure did. See,
Trabian's 1 for 3, struck out, grounded out on a weird play over on the left side of the field, and doubled.
1 for 1 in the stolen base category.
And he shows bunt. Hey.
After he showed that speed last,
Can do it all.
Yep.
Scott, to give you going to have some warm weather this weekend. Saturday's game, 79-degree high. Ooh.
High fly ball, center field. Back, and Lewis makes the grab.
I tell you, Travian's hitting the ball. He's hitting the ball.
Yes,
hitting the
sir.
ball hard.
Yes, sir.
Good to see.
Batted about 3 Hurricanes. Number 26, Devin Shea.
Devin Shea, our second baseman. Gets in there to face Hudson.
And it looks like our weather forecast right now for this weekend, maybe partly cloudy.
Bunt. Pitcher fields it. Throws it cleanly to first for out number 2. Shea trying to catch him sleeping.
I tell you what, this has been a pretty quick game, hasn't it, Scott?
It sure has.
First pitch was at 6 o'clock.
Did you get the temperature what's going to be this weekend, you said?
Yeah, Saturday game, high of 79 and low of 60.
I may wear my tank top.
I wish you would. Sunday's game, high 80.
I'll definitely wear my tank top Sunday.
I'm afraid the pollen is about to begin to fall.
I was going to tell you.
They say it's supposed to be terrible this year.
When I got in my truck to come over here tonight, there was a yellow dust on my vehicle.
All the rain we've had, a little warm weather is going to get these flowers blooming and trees coming back out. Going to be a lot of pollen.
Combine that with the corona flu going around. So everybody, when they sniffle and cough, everybody's going to be looking at them with a side eye.
Get out.
It does.
Base hit.
Gunnar George on base again. Gets a hit. Americus, Georgia seems to be working out pretty well for Gunnar George. Started off the season hot, continues to hit well. Matthew Mamadas.
And I really like Gunnar on the left-hand side of the plate a little bit better. I'd like to ask him what his preference is.
Remind me, we'll do that between games. Before the game next time this weekend. That ball gets away. I don't know if it was a wild pitch or a pass ball.
It was a wild pitch.
Was it? Okay. I was watching Gunnar and didn't see it. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Speed at second. Foul ball. Almost dented our building again.
We'll have to send a bill to Mr. Mamadas.
So we're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Hopefully we can score some more runs. If not, Tuskegee, high fly ball, right field. Took a couple of steps in, then had to take 4 back to catch that one. So that's 3 outs. So Tuskegee's got 3 outs to either tie this game or go ahead, or we're going to the house, ladies and gentlemen, on the Surge Sports Network.
At Zaxby's, chicken and delicious go hand in hand. As in hand-breaded, hand-seasoned, and handmade to order. There's only one place you can get chicken like that. Zaxby's.
Ronald McGee, the catcher, steps in there to face our new pitcher, Cole Garrett. Cole Garrett has had some good outings this year and, you know, a couple rocky ones, but
He comes in today. He's had 8 1/3 innings worth of work. He comes in with a 7.56 ERA. He has walked 2, struck out 11. Cole has seen some part of the closer role. Unfortunately, he was on the mound when you were talking earlier about that 9-inning,
ninth inning comeback.
comeback from Young Harris. I'm sorry.
USCA.
USCA. We all screwed up.
Probably not going to pay us for tonight's game.
They may fine you.
Dock our pay. No balls, 2 strikes, Garrett. Got him right where he wants them. The Tiger catcher fouls it away. Albright's on deck for Tuskegee. Strike 3. Called. McGee has a couple of words for the home plate umpires. He walks back to the dugout.
Number 25, Albright.
So the bullpen for the Hurricanes has come in and done a fantastic job after relieving Ogilvy.
McCullum had several great innings. So Garrett strikes out the leadoff batter in the top of the 9th inning.
Garrett can run it up there pretty good.
Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. To the Tuskegee first baseman. I was about 3 or 4 hour ride to Tuskegee from here.
Never been there.
I have. I went deer hunting there one time. It may be a little more than that, really. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Of course, that was about 1993. You were still in diapers then, weren't you, Ryan?
Sophomore in high school.
Were you?
Yep. Pretty much in diapers.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. We're up 3-2. Strike 2 innings ago is a ball now.
I don't. I was talking to Coach McDonald earlier. You know, Tuskegee's only played. This will be their 12th game of the season. I think they've had a ton of rainouts.
We can empathize with that. We've been able to get some in, but it's been tough. Saying I had a game warden in Taylor County. He's retired now. His father was a professor at the Tuskegee Veterinary School. Ball 4 gets away from Trabian. Trabian runs to the backstop, retrieves it. Albright stands at first now with 1 out. Caleb Cobb.
Now to bat for Tuskegee, number 27, Cobb.
Cobb, the second baseman from Hockley, Texas. Sophomore. 170-pound right-hander. Got a pinch runner in. Swing and a miss. What's the number of the pinch runner there? Do you know? 23. Reggie Wiggins from Greensboro, Alabama. What one-town name is in all 50 states? All 50 states have one name one town name that's in all 50 states. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Give it to me.
Greenville.
Greenville. Where's Greenville, Georgia?
It's in Meriwether County. It is west of Thomaston, not far from, just north of Warm Springs, Manchester.
Okay.
North, it's.
Wonder how many of our listeners got that.
Man, I'm
probably. I bet Mr. Mamadas got it.
Probably did. Greenville High School won the Ladies State Championship in basketball, single A public, just a few years ago.
Tell you what, Americus girls, Americus Sumter, won the state championship last, I guess, when was that, Monday? Or last
not only
week?
did they win it with no question whatsoever.
And I'll tell you, out of our rec department, we've had 4 state champions this year.
Mm-hmm.
As a throw over to first, he gets back. But so the 11 and 12 boys, 9 and 10 boys, 12 and under girls. I say 12 and under boys, 9 and 10 boys, and 12 and under girls all won the state championship this year. So good job out there at that rec department, and probably a lot of good things to come.
Hit and run, foul ball. If you're a high school basketball coach in America Sumter, you are chomping at the bit to.
Well, all those girls that won that state championship came up through that Dwight Harris, or our rec department, which Dwight Harris does a fantastic job. Tim Estes, Jeff Fussell.
Yeah, and also. What was remarkable is that girls' state championship from America Sumter, she won it. She only had 7 players. Only had 7 players.
That's
2 people.
remarkable.
I mean,
yeah.
that's. I mean,
yeah.
to go a whole season, but she decided she was going to go with the 7 that wanted to play, and
And I'm not sure. I think Justin Payne may have offered one of those girls a chance to play here.
Strike
at Georgia
3. So Cole Garrett has caught 2 of the Tigers looking this inning.
Good pitch there by Cole.
So we're down for the Tuskegee Tigers, a Mr. Richard Smith, Birmingham, Alabama. Freshman, 5'8", 170-pound right fielder. He's playing third base tonight. He made one great play.
Ooh.
Wait a minute. Yes, I'm with you, Angelino.
Man, he looked like he had him.
I tell you what, one of these two, as many entries as they've had in one of these 2 umpires, as many entries as they've had
They're
in the
probably going to win it, aren't they?
Regional Eye Center gift card, one of them's going to walk away with it in the season. Travian gets down, keeps that one in front of him.
Good job by Trey.
Thing about it is I don't think Tuskegee's much happier.
No.
Than
they were on that call. Though.
Yeah. Than the Hurricanes are tonight. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Top of the 9th inning.
Need to remind our listeners, you better get your hailstorm ball.
Yes. If you want to be have a chance to win $25,000 and be at the social event of the year, you definitely. He's going.
Good job.
Got him, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of the game. And we are going to put this one in the win column, 3-2. We'd like to have a little bigger score, but, hey, we'll take a W any way we can shave it.
We'll take it. It looks like the bats are coming a little bit alive. We had a home run tonight, Miguel Urbina. So the Hurricanes put 7 hits on the board. A lot of those outs were hard hit balls, so hopefully these bats are starting to wake up. We'll get ready to host Kathleen University here at Georgia Southwestern. I believe we play a doubleheader on Saturday, and finale will be Sunday. So please come out and join us. Tune in if you can't make it. You're listening to, well, I tell you what, for Scott Westbrook, I'm Ryan Young. We're going to sign off of the Surge Sports Network.